Right, I'm back. Now, I'm hoping that I've got the camera right this time, because it's a little bit awkward and the sound always seems muffled. But I think I've got the camera right. We're going to test it anyway. So, I do have to finish the trim, which is what I left on part 1. So I'm going to be doing that. I've put the glue gun on, it'll warm up in a minute. But while I've been doing that and waiting for it, I took the button off and added a little door handle, because it was easier to fasten it, and put that on the reverse side because it had to be screwed in place. Since then I've made some of these, which are the stick pin holders, and many of these I've made anyway. I just wanted to tell you about them. Some of these, like this is a vintage one which I bought that one. That was made for me, I think, if I remember rightly. These were made, these are original ones, and these come out and you can just use them. Some diamante ones and some plain ones. Like I said, these are this book is for sale if anyone's interested, and you get all of the stick pins as well. These I actually made and glued glitter to them, see, but some of them I've had a while and they just sat around doing nothing, so I thought add them in the book. You just I put 2 pieces of felt together and then added these stick pins that are already made up, and that just fits in that little pocket. The pocket's made from the same fabric, which was the leftover, and then I just turned the end over and then added some trim, and then you just add your stick pins like that. So it's a nice little pocket. These are just glued on just at the top. Same here, I've glued the sides, but they hold various stick pins. Now these are 2 different ones here and 2 different ones here. So this is going to be sold as is. I have put the trim around the edge and up the middle, and if you turn that over, I've also put the trim up the middle there as well. And that's a nice book, and we're just going to finish this off. I couldn't film it because the camera, I'm only getting like an hour total, I think, but by the time I'd done the part 1, you know, that's the first hour taken up, and I just thought, oh, I'm just going to have to do this in 2 halves, so can't be helped. And like I said, I'm just going to finish this off now. Like that. Get my little dobber. It's a lot easier when you've got a dobber on, or dobber with you. I want to make sure you can see. And it's basically just putting the trim on now. Unfortunately I've not got that straight, but that's fine. There's nothing wrong with the book whatsoever. I'm okay with that. So I do want to do something on the front. So I'm sorry I didn't film that bit. It's just putting gluing a little bit of felt in places, adding some to a little pocket, which you don't need me to show you how to do that. You can work that out, I'm sure. Now what we're going to do is just do something with the front. So I'll just move that out of the way, pop that on, that holds that in place. Like I said, there are vintage stick pins, and you can do something with them yourself. Now I do want to put something on the front, not quite sure at the moment. So we're going to trim this up. I do have this very delicate pink trim, flat back trim. Yeah, so I'm sorry I didn't film the putting the pockets in and that, but it's not hard, you can work that out. It is quite easy to do. Just get a piece of fabric, turn the ends over, make sure the top's turned over, add your trimming if you want before you put it onto your page. I did mine afterwards. Like that, that's fine. I'm quite happy with that. And now what we're going to do is to add a little bit of lace to that. Now we've used cream lace, so we'll go back to using the cream lace. But first I'm going to put some of this on, I think, because it'll match in with the tie. Now the only thing I find with this is, because it's a stretch one, sometimes see that it just doesn't sit right till you put it on, but never mind, we're going to put it on and fix it so it does. And we're going to start at the bottom. Yeah, that's fine, I'm happy with that. And these are easy to do. Like I said, you can make your own trim first. So find a nice fabric, make your trim, just sew it. Do a stocking stitch and then pull it and gather it, and then you're fine. You can use it anywhere then. So if you don't have lace or trimmings like this, don't worry about it. Make your own. See, like that. I don't want it there or there. We'll just have it at the top there. Do I think we need anything else? Not really. No, I like that. So all I'm going to do, run some glue around the edge, like that, and in the middle, and just place it where we want it, like that. And then what I can do, if, oh no, maybe I have to make one. Let me just see. No, I've got one. I know where there is one. I want a little tassel just for decoration. So I've got a nice cream tassel here. These are easy to make. I've shown you how to do them. They're not hard at all. And it's just thread. Like that. I'm just going to cut that off. A little bit of glue, and then we just hang that from there, like that. Nice little tassel, and we can put a little bow on that as well. And seeing as I have the cream ones that I really do like, we'll put a nice little cream bow on, like that. And that's all the decoration I'm going to do on my book. That's my Stickpin book, and it is for sale if anybody's interested. you'll get all its contents. There's four vintage pins, and then you'll get all the others as well, just as it is. And if that's any good to anyone, you can use them wherever you want to. Very simple, very easy, but looks pretty. Very quick and easy stick pin book. You can make these for gifts. So if anyone wants that, let me know on this video. So I'm going to charge $7.99 for the actual book, including its contents, but the shipping will be $3.45 for the UK, and it's going to be about £9 for overseas. Please drop by the vintage shop, the vintage page, and grab a bargain while you can. So if you're interested, let me know. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll speak to you all soon.